Hi, Junior with today's thought. I guess we could categorize today's thought as you can't make this stuff up. And I don't have to make it up because it's actually happening. And, well, our Democratic friends, our friends on the left, are no strangers to hypocrisy. And this is going to be a perfect example of what I'm going to show you today. It's going to be a poll. But a little bit of history. You may have heard that Donald Trump is being and has been and is being accused by Democrats and some of you never-Trumpers out there, never-Trumpers, but accused of fomenting an insurrection, even though even the special counsel, Jack Smith, who is prosecuting him on any number of offenses, has not charged him with insurrection. But he supposedly fomented that he supposedly is responsible for the riot, not an insurrection that happened on Capitol Hill on January 6th of 2020 and 2021, excuse me. So he's accused. The idea was that there was an insurrection or whatever, that there was an attempt to stop the certifying of the election that Biden won, at least officially. Some of us are doubtful about whether that was an honest election. Not going to get off on that track today, but which is kind of nice. At least I could say that. A couple of years ago, this video would have been taken down if I question the election at all, the election of 2020. But getting back on track here, he was supposedly, whether Trump was responsible or not, that his followers were trying to prevent the House from certifying the election. Now, I'm going to show you a headline right now. It's about a poll, and as I said, you can't make this stuff up. Insurrectionist Democrats most oppose certifying a Trump re-election. In a poll that suggests a Democratic-style January 6th protest, the latest Rasmussen Report survey found that 57% of Democrats would support refusing to certify the election results if Trump wins. Okay, doesn't matter how honest the election was, that he was never accused or convicted of any, and he was impeached on this issue too, and he was not acquitted. He was found not guilty by the Senate. Anyway, doesn't matter. If Trump wins, 57% of Democrats, at least according to this poll, say that the House, if the House is the body that certifies the elections. Obviously, this wouldn't happen if the Republicans retain control of the House. But if the Democrats win control of the House and Trump wins the election, that the House should refuse to certify the election. The insurrection, anyone? So if you're talking about hypocrisy, that's the main thing I'm talking about. Is this hypocrisy that if Trump, it just, the lengths, it really amazes me. I'll end on this, the lengths that the Democrats are willing to go to prevent Trump from, never mind being elected, from even being a candidate. They're resurrecting laws from the Civil War, from 1917 Espionage Act, which is actually being challenged. Actually, that's one of the arguments that Trump is making right now, or just mainly made in front of Judge Aileen Cannon in Florida. This is a classified documents case, and that he's being charged under this 1917 Espionage Act. That, as I've said in the past, even Democrats argue is unconstitutional, that the law is vague and interferes with free speech. And that's another detail I don't want to get into today, but it's being challenged. But the point I was making is that these Democrats are going way back. The E. Jean Carroll suit, the sexual harassment suit, that to make that. The statute of limitations had run out a long time ago, literally decades ago, and New York passed a law saying that somebody, if it happened within the last 20 years, that a woman, somebody could come forward, had a 1-year window to come forward. And no one's come forward except for Eugene Carroll, and I wondered if there might be an argument there, a bill of attainder argument, because you can't. It's in the Constitution. You cannot pass a law to get a specific person. Now, the question for me, and possibly for Supreme Court, would be that do you have to say, okay, it's illegal for Donald Trump to do so? Name the actual person. But if you pass a law, is it enough to enact a law that, by the preponderance of the evidence, beyond a reasonable doubt, was passed to appear to be an even-handed law for everybody, but was enacted to get a particular person? And, well, why would that law have been passed? Would that law have been passed if Donald Trump were not running for president again? So the answer to me is obvious, but that's I'm not on Trump's legal team. If I were, I would make that argument. But then you have also the Stormy Daniels case. He paid hush money to Stormy, mistress, for her to be quiet, and he's being prosecuted in New York. Now, that's a misdemeanor. In its alone, it's a misdemeanor. It only becomes a crime if the misdemeanor was happened. If the purpose of the misdemeanor of the act that was to conceal a felony, an actual crime, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to say that Trump. The campaign finance laws is that anything you have to declare any expense that is used to influence the vote, and it obviously means to things that have to do with an election campaign that would only be used for the election. Printing up posters, paying for ads, opening campaign offices, get out the vote, advertisements, and so on and so forth. That getting people on the ballot. That's what the law means. But with this Alvin Bragg, this another one of these rogue, woke, left-wing prosecutors in New York is arguing is that, well, paying the hush money to quiet this mistress, Stormy Daniels, it was done to influence, to make him look better in the election. And that's a real stretch. So he's not going to win that case. And again, would that case have even been brought if the defendant were not Donald Trump? So the argument would be that, see, it's not for. There are lots of people are paying off mistresses who are not running for office. That's the difference. And nobody who's going to put in a public document that they're paying off a mistress. It's just ridiculous, and that's. It just goes on and on. If you buy a suit, if you have your teeth whitened for the campaign, or that, obviously that's to make you look better on TV if you're running for election, but that's not, you don't have to declare that. People get their teeth whitened all the time, or buy a new suit, and so on and so forth. So the point again is it's really a shame what's happening to our legal system because of this zeal to get Trump. It's just ridiculous. And now they're even going to the point where they're saying that if the Democrats win the House, that they should just refuse to certify the election, even if Trump wins. And as we sit here today, it looks like he is going to win. But that's how afraid they are of him. And it's really sad for our country. I guess I'll just end on that. So that's my thought for today. As usual, I welcome your thoughts in the comments section. If you could subscribe, that would really be great. Share Share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. But most of all, come back and see me again. I would love to see all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.